In today's video, we're going to be discussing how to optimize a marketing campaign so that it is successful and so that it is profitable. So today I've got 5 tips for you. Things that you want to make sure that you understand that you really need to implement to know if you really want to know how to optimize marketing campaigns so that you're getting the very best results every time. These 5 tips, these 5 strategies they're going to give you, they're the same exact thing that we use in our agency every single day. And so stay tuned because I think you're going to really like them. Hey everybody, I'm Richard Cruz. My agency, WSI Priority Media, tests Google Ads strategy every single day. And so we are discovering those things that are working and not working. And I take that information, I put it into these videos for one purpose, and that's to be able to help you to get better Google Ads results. So when you're running a marketing campaign, here's the 5 tips that I have for you that's going to be able to help you out. The first one is your reputation. Don't ever underestimate the power of your reputation. Your reputation, folks, it's everything. Look, 8 out of 10 people, 8 out of 10 are checking your reputation before they're making a buying decision from you. And so it's critical. It really, really makes a lot of sense. The reason why is it increases your conversion. There's 2 things when you're doing any kind of marketing campaigns, and it is traffic, generating the traffic, and the conversions. Look, generating traffic is where most people struggle. That's the easy part. It really is. You can put together a really good, solid Google Ads campaign. And if you optimize that marketing campaign well, you will generate traffic. The key is converting traffic, getting those visitors to actually buy from you. And the big secret, the big thing that I see so many businesses miss out on is not paying attention to their reputation. If I go to 2 identical businesses, websites look good, describe what they do well. Business A has a beautiful, gorgeous, compelling website, and they've got 4 stars on average. This is a less than mediocre website, and the websites, however, are 5 stars, and I'm comparing these two. I will always lean this way. 8 out of 10 people. That's a lot of potential customers, folks, and they're making their decisions, with that information. And so you really want to make sure that you're starting at the very end and you're developing a very welcoming environment when people come to you. It's just like when somebody comes to your house. Your house is clean. It's well taken care of. People feel comfortable. You invite them in. You offer them something to drink. It's welcoming guests and them feeling confident and comfortable with you. And so reputation is everything. And so make sure that you have more reviews and better reviews than every single one of your competitors. And if you don't, I recommend that you reach out to reputationadvantage.com. There'll be a link below, and they have one of the best software tools anywhere on the market today that will help you automate and be able to generate more reviews for your business in a shorter period of time, so that when you are generating more and more traffic, you're converting more traffic. Never forget that. Traffic costs you money, conversions make you money. Get really great at the conversion end and watch how your traffic is better and it's far less expensive. Number 2 is check your site speed. Oh my gosh, look folks, I can't even tell you how many times I see people that don't even pay attention to site speed. They're running campaigns, they're doing all kinds of lead generation activities, bringing them to a website that has slow load speeds. If you go to developers.google.com/page speed or something like that, I'll put a link below. Go there, put in your website address. You'll notice that there's 2 different areas on here. There's a desktop, and then there's a mobile score that you can pull up there. And with that, you can see how you're loading, what your page speed is. I want you to have 90% and above. You need to have 90% and above on your websites. Websites, page speed is everything. Google will penalize you or they will reward you for that. They don't want a bad experience on their platform. If somebody goes to Google, they search, and your name comes up, Google will know, and this is regardless if you're doing SEO or Google Ads, and they measure the site speed, and your SEO will actually get suppressed. Your Google Ads will affect your ad rank, which will affect your cost. So you're paying more per click than your competitors are. And you'll start seeing your Google Ads campaign becoming so much more expensive just because your website is loading slow. Here's the thing. Google will never tell you. You need to go check yourself. You could just be seeing costs going up, conversions going down, and you really don't ever know why. So you want to make sure you're always keeping an eye on it. I see so many people miss this. Folks, I see marketing agencies running campaigns where, say, somebody comes to me, asks me to do an analysis, and I'll start there. And I'm like, you've been running ads for how long? To this page that is it this is a real client right here, and or someone that came to us, and I checked just today their page speed, and it's like, you're running at 80% of people are searching on mobile. And if you're searching on mobile 80% of the time and your mobile speed is 15, it's a lot of traffic that you're losing. Forget your reputation. They're not even going to go there. They will bounce. People have the attention span of a gnat. So make sure that you've got your page speed in order. Next item is your Google Analytics. Check them and check them off, and keep a really close eye on how people are getting to your website. Keep an eye on what your bounce rate is. Know that number. Make sure that that people find your website is relative. Make sure that you're keeping an eye on your time on page, how long people are spending on your page. If you've got people spending 3-4 minutes on your page and they're averaging 7 to 8 pages, for example, that is far better than someone who is averaging, say, 7 seconds and averaging 1 page. You've got a problem there. You can learn so much about your traffic, your customers, based on just watching the behavior and the analytics inside of your Google Analytics campaign. The next item is using video at the top of funnel. Are you using video to optimize marketing campaigns properly? We use them in 2 areas in our business. We run YouTube ads, just like that you see right here on the screen, which is, I believe, right here, one of these. Anyways, we use these Google ads here for top of the funnel. It is, in our own agency, the #1 driver of leads that is coming in. They are the most engaging form of content on earth. They are far, far cheaper than text ads. We had one just recently, I believe yesterday, that we were looking at where the CPA, the cost of acquisition, was, I'm just going to say somewhere in the ballpark of like $68, somewhere in that price range. Well, we were getting something like $13, $14, $15 cost of acquisition. That is a fraction. That's what, a fourth of, and we were getting better quality leads, and we were getting them faster, and you're able to scale up. So imagine for $1, if you can get 4 customers or 1 customer, which would you prefer? Use YouTube ads. The targeting is so good. It is a great top of funnel, and then there's a gazillion things that you can do with that traffic once you get it in. And then the final item is using video on your website. We practice what we preach, folks. This is our website that you see here, and we have our above the fold, which is the top part that you see, which is kind of welcoming you, telling you, we help businesses grow revenue by leveraging the internet. But right after you get above the fold and you start scrolling down, we greet you with our video. Our video is a very short video. I'm going to say minute and a half maybe, and it just tells about the history of WSI Priority Media, how long we've been around, what we do, what we specialize in, and how we serve our customers. And the great thing about video, it is the most engaging form of content on the planet Earth. But another thing that it does as well too is that it increases page time, people on your page. People on your page is measured by Google. They know that number. And so whether you're doing SEO or you're doing Google ads, they will make a decision based on how relevant that you are, based on how long that people are spending on your site. So if people are bouncing very, very quickly, their algorithm translates that as being that you're probably not a very good experience for people. And so you'll start to get suppressed. Your quality score will start to suffer, and you will start seeing that your cost of advertising is going up and becoming less expensive. However, if you're keeping people on the page, that Google is interpreting that as you have high quality content. People are very, very interested in you, and you will see your SEO, you'll see your Google Ads all start to perform and work better. And so it not only helps with conversions, we talked about that with reputation. It's great, great tool there, but it also helps you with your page, time on site. So super important tool to be able to use. Again, so often missed by so many people. Make sure that you don't make that mistake. And folks, that is my top 5 tips for you on how to optimize a marketing campaign. And I hope that you've learned at least one good tip in this video. And if you did, do me a favor, leave that for me in the comments below. Let me know which tip that you appreciated most. And if you need help with your Google Ads, do this. Take our 45-day challenge where we will improve your Google Ads in 45 days or less, guaranteed, or you pay nothing. So to learn more, click on the link below. And remember, like this video and subscribe. That way you'll get alerted of future episodes like this. Thank you for watching. Goodbye for now.